Thanks a lot, Tenny. There we can see them down at the start. In fact, the jockey's just on mounting up yet. King Call has been mounted. That's Jeff Lloyd in the yellow and red silks, just giving him a pat on the side of the head. In the purple colours there was Shooting High and Patricia Sasso. They have the latest bet in, the mare Splendid Anne as the favourite at even money. The other Millard runner, Springing Leopard, at 3-1. Wexford Boy found betting support yesterday and again today. He's an offer at 5-1. Then the Herman Brown trained in Force at 8-1. Then Bond, we've just seen him, the bargain buy obviously of the field, at 10-1. And they're laying 14-1 and upwards the others. 14-1 bar those 5, Splendid Anne, even money, and the other Millard runner 3-1. Good crowd here out at Clairwood Park this afternoon for the Mercury Sprint. Just to fill you in on the colours there, you saw the horse with the brown and the red cap. Both the two runners of Terence Millard are owned by Graham Beck. And the only way to distinguish them is that the favourite Splendid Anne will be wearing a red cap. In the background there in the white colours was the normal Beck colours, and Splendid Anne will be wearing a red cap. That's Basil Marcus in the green and purple colours. He'll be riding in Force, ready to mount up there. That's the Barbican in picture. The red and white diagonal stripes. That's the Joburg Challenger, Shooting High. There, a picture of the starter wearing his Bobby Lock cap. The rest of them just milling around down there. That's the other mare in the field, Bold West. Graham Crelock in the saddle, familiar Scott colours. And as you can see, the pen's now being closed. They'll be facing up any minute. So then the two Millard runners, both wearing brown and white, and they've drawn next to each other. Springing Leopard is drawn 5 with the white cap with the brown spots, and next to him the mare Splendid Anne, the brown colours but a red cap. There we have Springing Leopard and Mark Sutherland. Then one of the rank outsiders, Prince of Power. In the green and black, the third favourite, Wexford Boy. Bold West once again. King Call, Jeff Lloyd having a smile there. In Force again. There's the favourite with the red cap, Splendid Anne. Springing Leopard. Most of the jockeys with their goggles down now, ready to face up. That's Glenn Hatt again. The Barbican, one of the most consistent sprinters in Natal. You can see now the Barbican paying 90 Rand a win, Shooting High 14 Rand, Wexford Boy number 3 11 Rand, number 4 in Force 8 Rand 10. Number 5, King Call, 38 Rand. Number 6, Bond, 1 Rand 70. Then completely dominating the betting as the 7 and 10 coupling, 1 Rand 20, the Millard 2. Just 1 Rand 20 for the coupling, and the others 9 Rand 70 and 8 Rand. That was in the picture there, ran second to Royal Chalice in the mainstay. That's Shooting High. Finished very well in that mainstay, 1800. Was that the Schweppes? The Schweppes, rather. So many sponsored races these days. Shooting High running in second to Royal Chalice in the Schweppes. Right, going in there now is Bond with the hood on. Already installed was the mare Bold West and Wexford Boy. That's the Barbican going forward. Then Prince of Power. Prince of Power number 8. There's King Call and Jeff Lloyd. Hesitates, also wearing a hood as King Call. Right up to his stall now. Then the favourite Splendid Anne, that's her number 10. Purple with the white sleeves is Shooting High. Now it looks like we're just waiting for Springing Leopard and possibly in Force. That's in Force going up now to barrier 9. One from the outside in the purple and green is in Force. And then Springing Leopard will go in next to his stable companion Splendid Anne. So Springing Leopard then with the white cap going up. Just about set now for the Natal Mercury Sprint. 100,000 Rand in the distance, 1,200 metres. And they sent on their way to a nice even break. The Barbican and Bold West towards the inside got running quickly. Wexford Boy showing fair early pace. Bond is right up there as well. In the early stages now, Splendid Anne tearing off to the front down the centre. Then Prince of Power behind that Shooting High, and Force is quite a long way back, and so is Springing Leopard. The Barbican, as we expected, through the 800 and the red and green colours going off to show the way from Splendid Anne. Down the inside is Bond and Wexford Boy, then Bold West in Force, about 3.5 off them with Prince of Power. Shooting High's got about 4 lengths to go, just in behind that Springing Leopard, also 4 of them, and King Call at the back. Not much covering the Natal Mercury field now as the Barbican leads down the inside. Splendid Anne, the mare, is cruising. Springing Leopard now in the shake-up quickly to join them with Bond. Splendid Anne and Springing Leopard down the inside from Bond, and then Wexford Boy. Splendid Anne and Springing Leopard at this stage. It's a Millard 1-2. On the stand side, Splendid Anne, but Springing Leopard down the inside, I'd say, is possibly going better. Splendid Anne fighting back. This is going to be a humdinger. Splendid Anne and Springing Leopard racing absolute short heads for the line. You couldn't get closer. Splendid Anne fighting back on the outside. Here comes the line. Great ride, could see. Splendid Anne beat Springing Leopard in force third. They were followed by Bold West. Then came in force. Behind that, the Barbican. Then Bond. Behind that, Wexford Boy. Second to last over the line will be Shooting High and Prince of Power, the last one. Well, you saw it. What more can we say? You couldn't get any closer. Great riding by Felix Coetzee. I think will be the stable companion, Springing Leopard, by the shortest of short heads. And that'll, if Splendid Anne did win, that'll be Felix's 4th winner of the afternoon. Well, what a tremendous finish with the red cap on the left-hand side of your picture. Splendid Anne, Springing Leopard down the inside. And I thought there, Springing Leopard had it by about a head. But the mare, Splendid Anne, finding more. What a gallant mare. Stride for stride, regaining the lead, and I think when they get to the line, it's going to be a short-haired Splendid Anne. Look at Coetzee, windmill fashion. Here's the line, definitely ahead from Springing Leopard. Another 1-2 for Millard, and the third placing, just sticking his neck into third there, was number 4 in force. And there's Sutherland and Coetzee having a chat on the way back, and you can see why Felix had a difficult choice deciding which one to ride, because quite obviously he has the stable pick. He has the whichever one he wants, and he was in 2 minds, and it looks like he picked the right one. Mark Sutherland must be a little bit disappointed to go down in such a big race, 100,000 rand at stake, to go down by a short head or a head. So there we have it, number 10, Splendid Anne. She's now going to push her stakes to over 300,000 rand, and she's won 10 of her 13 runs. Springing Leopard, the 2nd place, and I don't think there'll be any doubt about the 3rd place into number 4 in force. The sporting gesture there, Mark Sutherland, congratulating Felix. Well, how they have dominated the winter season this year. In fact, in previous years, Mark Sutherland has ridden quite a few of these feature races. Felix was inclined to pick the wrong horse on a few occasions in years gone by, but he's been spot on the button this year. I can't remember a single choice, except possibly this filly in the Gilbeys. That's right. In the Gilbeys, he's picked Springing Leopard, and Mark Sutherland won on the mare Splendid Anne. She was still a filly in those days. Wrapping up then, the winner of the 100,000 rand Natal Mercury Sprint, Splendid Anne. The last prize we had, even money. 2nd, Springing Leopard. The 3rd place into N Force. And with that, back to the